What's up, guys? Welcome to the show. So, this one's about my dad, which I lost when I was 28, right after I got married. But I often sit and wonder, what would my life be like if I had more time with my dad? That's really what it is. And it's kind of like, I think of it as knowledge, mainly the knowledge part of it, because a lot of regrets about just not asking him stuff, not not being. I was the quintessential pain in the ass to my father. He gave me something to do. I did it shitty enough because I was a stupid kid that he didn't want to have me do it anymore. That's how you get out of work. So I feel bad for that. I always say I wish I was more mature to appreciate my parents longer than it took for me to mature. And I know there's a reason for everything. There's so many lessons that are in my father's passing and everything else, every moment, every person I've met, that I'm always learning. So I just say the little that I did have with them, not little, I mean, 28 years is awesome. I just wish I knew the man longer. That's all. Because if he was around, I think I'd be a better person just for knowing him. Again, there is just so much that the man could have taught me, and just about life. And I know it's old world stuff because he's from a different generation, but still, it's even if I didn't listen then, I'm listening now, and I would have had that info, and I would have had it in the memory bank, and it would have come up, because that's the way my life works. I learned something from someone, it could be 3 or 5 or 10 years, and all of a sudden that situation comes up, and back in the old memory bank, that piece of information pops up, and I go, wow, that's what that person meant. And I cherish those moments. I really do. And like I say, every single person can teach you something. I like to listen to everybody talk. You don't have to run out and do it. But at least you have that stored in your memory banks or your mind. And you never know when you can pull that out of the archives and use it. Because that one person taught you something that nobody else might have taught you. And I've always been a proponent of spending time with the old people. I cherish them. I wish I had, geez, I can't even run down the names enough of people that, people I wish were around. For instance, my Uncle Kyle, I barely knew the guy. I knew he was my father's brother. He lived down the street, but at that time, he had 3 or 4, what do you have? 3 kids of his own. And I had my dad. Again, this is what I'm talking about. If people were around longer, I barely know the guy. I remember once, maybe twice, going for a drive with him, and he showed me some stuff, and it was really cool. But other than that, I didn't have any contact with him other than holidays and stuff. And who knows what he could have taught me. Who knows what he taught his sons or his daughter. Stuff like that. So, yeah, it's my Aunt Angela. She taught me a lot. I was around her a lot more. But my Uncle Kyle, it's like a mystery. Just didn't know the poor guy long enough. I wish I did. Now, speaking, I know I've talked about the Vixter, but my uncle, the guy who screwed me over, his father was Victor. He was a special guy. Nicest guy in the world, do anything for you, and you just reciprocated. What can I do for you? That's the kind of person he was. What happened to his son, I don't know. We're not going to get into it. But I'm glad I knew him. That's for sure. And my aunt, really didn't know her that great other than being a kid. But other than that, you know, guys, just wish I had more time. I wish my one regret in life is would have been to mature faster and just realize time is short. Learn everything you can from these people because they're not going to be around forever. And I'm not hopping on it. I'm just saying you will be so much further in life. Sit down with your dad. Sit down with your uncle. Talk about the old days. Learn something different. Even if it's not interesting, let them tell their war stories. Go through old pictures. My dad had a picture of him holding a couple chickens or something. I wish I knew. Why did he have the chickens? What year was it? Did you have pet chickens? What else did you have? Just more information. That's what I'm longing for. But other than that, you can't change history, guys. Good luck in life and keep learning.